Okay everyone, this is what you will receive in the kit. 3 pieces of sewing instructions, a piece of fabric over here, 2 pieces of elastic, 1 thin wire, 2 hand sewing needle, and 2 bobbin. Now one of the bobbin is supposed to act as your original spool over here. Okay, so you may use this bobbin and place it on top of your sewing machine if you are sewing with a sewing machine. Okay everyone, so here are the tools that you should have ideally at home. 1 piece of ruler, doesn't need to be a drafting ruler, it can be a regular ruler. A fabric scissors, if not any scissors that's sharp at home. A unpicker, let's say if you do not have an unpicker at home, you may cut the thread using a fabric scissors as well. Okay, next we need a marking tool, and that will be either a fabric marker or a pen. Okay, and then next, it will be great if you have dressmaking pins, but if you don't have dressmaking pins, we can use paper clips or binding clips. Before we start, we need you all to take this page. Notice there's a template over here. It's the box actually. Okay, take a paper scissors and cut exactly on top of the line itself. Okay, so once you cut it out, you should have something that looks like this. Okay, you should have a piece of fabric looking like this. Notice that your template over here says faux fabric and align this edge on the folded edge of the fabric. So in case if you're gonna make more of the mask, bear in mind you should align this edge along the folded edge of the fabric and cut the silhouette. So eventually it should result in a huge rectangle like this one. Okay, take note of the symbol over here. Now the next thing that we need to mark is the pleat position. Okay, just fold back your fabric in half again. The folded edge is here once again. So align the symbol along the folded edge. Make sure it's accurate. Okay, and then everyone, I just need you to grab your fabric scissors or any scissors that's sharp at home and just cut along the line here and just slit it in about 0.5 will do. Now both ends should have the slits, okay, top and the bottom layer. Now we're gonna mark the pleat position. So grab any marking tools, whatever you have at home. I'm gonna take fabric marker instead. Okay, I'm gonna take the thicker nib and a ruler and find the slits where you cut earlier on and just align accordingly and draw a line on the reverse side of the fabric. Take note, this is the reverse side of the fabric. Right side is facing down to the table. Okay. So according to the template, you are actually supposed to fold the pleat down towards the center of the panel. So earlier on, as I was mentioning, you have to cut your fabric on the folded edge like this. So hence, this is actually the center of the fabric. So the pleat must be folding towards the center. Okay, do take note once again, it has to be on the reverse side of the fabric. Okay, thread through the needle eye. There you go. Okay. And then you should have 1 short edge and 1 longer edge here. Now take the longer one, put the thread end behind the needle on top of my index finger. On this same line, wrap a few rounds. The more rounds you do, the bigger the knot will be. But my recommended is just 4 rounds will do. Okay, gently pull it down, pinch it there, pull the needle and just go all the way until the end. And when you let go, you should have a knot there already. Okay? Alright, so simply just remove your pins first. Then simply just fold it in half. There you go. Okay? Now we're gonna do some line drawing along this two edge. We're gonna start off with here first. Just mark a 1 cm line along the edge here. There you go. Okay? Notice this is the folded corner and this is the open edge. Okay? On the folded corner over here, mark 1 cm. But on the other side, mark 2 cm. Once again, this is the open edge, this is the folded edge. And repeat and do the same for the other side. Gonna bring in my hand sewing needle again. A line from here all the way down to the edge over here with back stitch. Okay, earlier on we were using running stitch, now we're going to use back stitch. This time around you need to bring in your elastic as well. Here you go. Okay, I'm going to show you how to position the elastic first. Okay, so put it in, open up your mask like that. Okay, put it right below the 1 cm marker. Okay, you should see a 1 cm marker over here. I'm going to put it higher to the camera. Okay, you may hold it there with a paper clip or a dressmaking pin just to hold the position. Okay, and then start sewing. We're going to put the needle here first. Okay, roughly about 0.3 away, 0.3 cm away first from the edge. And then to the top, like that, to the top again. And then you pull, and then you go the next stitch again, like that, and then to the stitch on the top again. There you go. Once you reach about the midpoint of the edge of the fabric, pull the other end of the elastic, okay, which is inside, in between the two layers. Okay, pull it. Okay, goes all the way here. Okay, can you see? It's at the 2 cm mark, just right above. Okay, right above. Okay, hold it there. If you want, you can pin it down. If not, you can just hold it with your fingers. And then just continue and sew all the way to the other end. Once you are at the end, just pick up a bit of the material. Okay, don't pull all, just go in the loop and tighten it. Okay, do it once more. Okay, don't pull, and just go in the loop and then you pull all the way. That's it. There you go. And then repeat the same thing over this other side. We shall move on to this next step over here. Okay. And go across. So now we're done with the line. To the back again, pick up a bit of the material, go in the loop and tighten it. Again, pick up a bit of the material, go in the loop and tighten it. Now, find the pocket hole and flip the mask inside out. Now, along the folded edge over here, okay, we're gonna apply and insert another material, which is this one over here, the metal wire. Okay, we're gonna measure first and ensure that the metal wire is smaller than the mask itself. So whatever that is jutting out, you can trim it with a paper scissors. Okay, looks good. And I'll just put this aside first. Okay. The pocket over here is where you can insert a mask, for example, over here. So if you do have a surgical mask, you can consider to put it in for extra protection. That's it. The mask is ready for use.